Initiate.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Welcome to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor & Robig, a personal injury law firm.
Speak up, Tina. Can't hear you. Didn't do your mic check.
Sorry, I've had a week off, and I'd forget how to do radio all of a sudden.
Apparently.
Well, Real Trees was down a wheel, and it's been a very long week. Let me tell you what.
Hold on. Before you do that, Let me tell you this. We are live today at the Wyndham Grand on Clearwater Beach, and it is rainy but still beautiful. There's tons of people out by the pool hanging out, people all around the lobby. So if you get a chance and you're in the area, come by and say hi.
It's not raining, Heather.
It was.
I see
all I know
puddles.
is I see a big party going on. I've never had where a lobby bar is not a good time when it starts to sprinkle.
Hey, if you're getting in the pool, what does it matter?
It doesn't.
It's water.
Unless
right?
it's lightning, get in there.
There are at least 200 people in the pool. It's awesome. So come out and see us.
Beautiful
if you live in the surrounding areas, we'd love to see you. And the Wyndham, man, I spent the night. I got to tell you, the best time. And I got the suite where I used my airline miles, okay? I paid. So anybody calling up Mike Olivero right now going, how come Biello spend the night?
What was that?
What? I
Do you
didn't
have marbles
understand
in your mouth?
One word of that.
I paid with my airline points, okay? So I got the suite with Give Kids the World. You know about that, don't you? Did you guys hear about that? It's fabulous. They take care of families. It's givekidstheworld.org. Mm-hmm. They take care of families and the little child is sick. So I got to stay in the suite, and it's an example of what they do for the kids that are, it was fabulous. And we took a picture, so be looking today. We'll put it on our socials, the SportsChix. But we went up to my room, and there is the most creative thing I've ever seen. There's a little teepee where one of the little kids can sleep in your family.
Guess who got shoved in that?
Yeah, Tina's an Indian.
Tomahawkian.
She's a Navajo. And, that's what she is. Are you Cherokee?
I'm Cherokee.
Okay. Sorry about your land. We'll get it back.
No, we won't. It's gone.
And so we got bunk beds. I don't know why they gave me bunk beds and a teepee, but I was all by myself.
Because you look like you might have attention problems. So they're like, give her something to do.
Yeah. But anyway, so we went up and took a selfie today. So be looking for that by midnight tonight. And we'd love you to
Can we talk about the ensemble that you're wearing right now that's going to be in the photo? Can we talk about that?
Everything they put on TV now, they say photosensitive and watch for flashing lights. I swear I can't look at her. I feel like I'm going to have a seizure.
There are birds and palm trees and sunshines and
ladies holding baskets.
I don't know what happened. Here's my favorite part, though.
They're not holding baskets. That's your husband's private.
Wow. Anyway.
Wow. They thought I was funny.
Wow. So she comes walking up, and she's standing in this outfit, and I could feel my mouth just hit the floor, and I couldn't look away. But there's also in the front, there's an unfortunate placement of palm fronds.
Oh, upside down.
Upside down in the front and in the back. And I'm like, what happened?
I'm working the runway. But no, so this was on sale, okay?
Shocking.
Okay, so if you go out to Boca Grande, I know all my fishermen in the audience have been to the Grand, okay? On the sidewalk sale, there was one piece of clothing hanging on the thing. It was, I got it for $10. It was marked down from
Get out of here.
$1,000 was original price. I got it for $10.
And they still laughed as you actually purchased it. They're
Couldn't
like,
pay
somebody,
me $1,000 to wear that.
somebody bought that, and they were about to go out and discount it down to like $2, but no, you paid.
And she's running through the lobby. Hey, you like my outfit? Hey, you guys like my outfit? Doesn't it look nice?
Here's what happened.
And what did 90% of them say?
What are they going to say to you?
They were being nice.
What are they going to do?
They thought you were special.
Tell the truth?
We
They
went in.
thought you were special.
Watch these hot guys right there. Does my outfit look cute? If I wasn't married, would you be on one knee?
Listen,
See? I told you.
Dolphins are my favorite team. You have to say the
And
truth.
apparently
and the
you're all
truth
liars.
Is no, right? We went into the restroom before the show started, and there was a little girl in there who was about 7 years old, and she came out to wash her hands. She looked over at BL and was like, her eyes got giant,
right.
and she looked over like, what is that?
So be looking for that outfit. It's baby pink, but it's what would you call Tahitian with little like Heather said, but it's got the
One wheel called you Donatello Versace.
I can't even actually say what my husband said about it.
one wheel is Gary. Oh, sorry
It's
about the name. That's Tina's husband.
Hey, happy anniversary, wedding anniversary, 22 years today, by the
wow.
way, to my
You
husband.
guys want me to pop out of a cake in my outfit
I do
tonight?
not.
No.
I do not.
Nope.
Thank you very
Nobody
much.
wants to see that at
Maybe
all.
we go home and get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
No.
There's-
Okay, so we're
Gary
live.
has options.
Listen, he ain't moving. Dude, I'm telling you, that replacement surgery, knee replacement, if I will never in my life get that done. I don't care how bad my legs are. I'll be one of them dogs, that have the legs behind them with the doggy wheels. That's me.
Where
Because I'm never going through this.
where people say, "Oh, that poor animal," and they won't, let it go see Jesus or whatever you believe in. But
Oh,
here-
I'd put her down.
oh, yes,
I'd help her out.
Thank you.
Now, my husband had the knee replacement 3 years ago, and he's a new person, but it takes almost 6 months to a year. And anybody in the audience knows that rotator cuff and knee replacement is the two nightmares.
It is. It's terrible. And to see him going through it and suffering, I'm just like, and he has a very high tolerance of pain, and I have zero. So I'm like, I'm never doing that. Slap the doggy wheels on me. I'm done.
Oh, I was going to say slap the doggy, but
All right.
All right,
we wouldn't
Brenda.
want to do that here at 102.5 The Bone. Man, I'm telling you, everybody's going to wind up in here drinking. I can tell you.
Yeah.
I love this lobby bar.
Yeah.
I think we did the Hooters calendar here one year. They had the entire hotel. I heard that the Hooters pageant is in Clearwater this year.
Is
so
it?
So stand by for
Wow.
more info on that.
That's going to be a busy time.
I know.
I love the
You've never seen
furniture.
100 girls look so beautiful running around a hotel, and then only one person wins, like me with my outfit today.
Look at the
Is that
furniture
winning?
out here. Look at this. How nice all this is.
Well, describe it because the listeners don't have a TV
It looks so
on 'em.
comfortable. It's called Hangout, and you would want to hang out in this comfortable-looking chairs that are outside,
Here,
table and couch.
Let me try to paint the picture.
Beautiful.
It's comparable. It's mint green, and it looks like a Yeti cooler if it was a couch and two chairs.
That is
does
perfect.
it not? Yeah.
That's perfect, actually.
A little coffee table.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is very nice.
And thanks to Senning and Drew Garabo for giving us nice plugs yesterday. They all just gave us so much love. So stay tuned to The Bone.
Hey,
Every
Rusty's
day.
here.
Rusty, what?
Redskin.
Oh, our favorite listener.
Hey.
Hey, Rusty.
I didn't realize he was here.
Get your beanbag over here. Join the men.
Brenda
What
Lee.
did she say?
Brenda Lee.
We've got plenty of men here and hot chicks, so get over here and see us. We're live with the Myco radio show today. I will be all
Later
day.
on, yes.
And Heather might stop in for a segment with us, but we have a bunch of local lawmakers on today on the air with us and the fun people that built Clearwater.
Yes.
We have Misty Wells. She does she is the captain. It's a lady.
Yeah.
And she's just so pretty. And she's been doing boating and alligators and stuff all her life. So we'll get to hear from her. We've got Brooke, the lovely Brooke, coming in.
Brooke Bennett.
Yes.
Yes.
She'll
Yes.
join us. And, oh, my God, Frank Chevis from Island Way Grill. And he's stopping it. I mean, it's going to be the lobby to be. If you're around and want to just chill with us, come on in.
Nice. Nice. You know what this makes me think of? Like being out on the beach like this. It
What?
makes me think of like spring break time
Yeah.
and all that cool stuff that you would do back in like when it's spring. Oh my gosh. Did you guys ever do spring break when you were
I heard Senning talking
Teens.
about it a little bit yesterday, and it rattled my brain. I was thinking in the car going, I forgot what it was like. Tina, you're from Ohio.
Yes,
So,
so
where was your first?
When we graduated from
sorry,
high school, our senior trip is what we called it.
Her first spring break
Oh,
is
thank
what you
you
meant to say,
for
not
fin-
her first.
Oh, well, I could go into that if you want.
No,
to.
no, we're good. Thank you.
Sorry, Tina. Back to you.
Well, I took senior trip after we graduated. That was like considered our spring break kind of whatever. And we went to Myrtle Beach
Oh, nice.
because it's closer than
Right.
driving all the way to Florida. So
You're
that's
from
where we went.
Cleveland,
Daggone it, I am not from Cleveland. How many times do I have to tell you that?
but you're a Browns fan.
She's known me for 20 years, and she's still.
Yeah.
It does not matter.
Okay.
I'm from Columbus. So
Okay.
we went to, everybody in Ohio usually went to Myrtle Beach. That was the best place to go.
Heather, where'd you go?
Our spring break, we went to Fort Lauderdale, and we got down there, and then we were like, oh, crap, we don't have any money left for anything. So my girlfriends were like, listen, here's what we're going to do. You will be doing all the bikini contests, and you're going to win some money, and then
There you
we
go.
can eat, and we can go have
That's-
cocktails. We could do this. So every day I
That's
was
hot.
like in the contests. And
That's hilarious.
yeah, I was out there like, let's go. And it was basically like, you have to get out there and win us some money or we don't eat tonight. And I'm like, got to feed the family.
Did you?
Dude, the
Wait.
Stockholm Syndrome was going on even before us.
Yes.
Everybody was making you do everything.
I'm the sucker. I'm like, okay, I'll get up there. That's fine.
But that's when wet T-shirt contests were just coming
I
out.
didn't do those.
You didn't.
I
okay.
did not.
That was sort of
Yeah.
at sunset, if you will. You know, when the sun went down, that was the wet T-shirts. But the bikini contest
yeah.
during the day. So
Yes.
you earned your keep, I take it.
I earned
Did
my
you win?
keep.
Did you
And
win?
yeah, and I had a hot pink, like,
Ooh.
tiny. And at first I had a bikini that my friends were like, this is entirely too big. This is not going to win us any money. So they went
Oh,
and
my
found me what could possibly have been the smallest legal bikini that is allowed. And I was like, all right, let's go.
That's hot.
Got to feed the family.
Wow.
So I'm from the St. Louis area. We all hopped a flight senior year, like Tina, and we went to Fort Lauderdale as well.
Yep.
We drove.
I remember this bar, and it might still be there. It was called The Button, and I thought we died and gone to heaven. We're little Midwest girls, half of us virgins, half not. Not that that matters.
You were not.
Why do you
Yes, I
always
was.
go there? Why?
I just derailed the whole show.
Again, yes.
Okay, so anyway, some were pure, some not. Not that it matters.
What does it have to
Still.
do with anything to do with it?
Spring break, dude.
Okay.
Why is that guy
Oh.
leaving? Men are leaving.
Look at him.
Oh, he's got to go to the men's room.
He's like,
okay.
why are you calling me out?
Call me when you're done, sir, and when you're back.
Honestly.
He's like, dang, I thought I left the old lady at home, and now I got to have the sports chicks on me here at the Wyndham Grand. Okay, so we get there. We go to the Button. We're dancing every night. We all did get to make out with somebody that trip.
The same person?
No.
Is that what that sounded like?
Yeah, it did,
No,
actually.
no one did anything bad. It was just like kissy kiss. And then we all went home, and I said, I have got to live in Florida someday. And that was it. I think it was 1981, so I moved here when a friend did. But so it's foreshadowing. That would have been 1981 when I graduated. But you never forget your first trip to Florida, no matter what part.
My first
you
trip
lived in.
was actually to do, I won a contest in Columbus, a bikini contest, and the guy was doing a calendar for his limousine company. And he actually flew me to, is it Delray Beach?
Yep.
Oh,
I
nice.
think it's the first time I ever came and did a calendar shoot on the beach.
Oh, nice.
For his limo company. That was the first time ever
So
to Florida.
this Clearwater Beach, we've lived it and loved it for years. Come out and see us.
Come out and see us at the Wyndham Grand. And don't forget to also, as long as you're in the area, don't forget to stop by Hooters for their summer specials. Enjoy buffalo shrimp and fries or boneless wings and fries for just $9.99. Plus, their barbecue bacon cheddar burger and fries is only $11.99 all day, every day. They also have Budweiser pints on special for just $2.50. Only at Hooters, the original wing joint. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig. Now, back to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig, a personal injury law firm.
Welcome back to the Sports Chicks. Hey guys, are you looking for a personal injury attorney? Well, we've got just the guy for you, Chad Florin from Florin Robig. They have earned a reputation as one of the most successful law firms in the Tampa Bay area, and they were just nominated for National Law Journal. They are nominated for Elite Trial Lawyers Award in the catastrophic injury category. So if you are looking for an attorney, that's who I want. I want somebody who's about to win a big award.
727-786-5000. Keep that phone number in your phone.
Hey, Chad. Welcome to the Chicks.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
We're beachside today, so don't be jelly.
Oh, I'm very jelly. Hey, but I have a question though that I definitely have to ask Tina.
Yes,
So,
Chad.
yeah. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
You
Thanks
good?
for filling in for me last week.
Hey, no problem. Hey, listen, are you really Cherokee?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay. The only reason why I'm asking is because I grew up thinking that I was part Cherokee, and my mom had told me that ever since I was little, and then she took a 23andMe test, and it turned out that she was just like all white meat. Like no Cherokee whatsoever.
No, my biological dad looked like a chief sitting bull. Trust me, I am Cherokee.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, it's good to talk to you, Chad. We wish you were here at the beach with us.
I know.
Oh, I wish I was too. I got a sick little one at home, so
Aww.
yeah.
Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
where was your first spring break? Did you go?
Oh,
in
my
high
first
school?
the first one at Daytona Beach. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I got wild out there. That was a lot of fun. I got a lot of stories that I cannot tell on the radio.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure. Yeah, and it's going through the lobby right now. So let's just not.
Yeah.
Well, since I wasn't at work last week, I did on the way home the week before, Chad. I was the elevated freeway that they have out there now. I was going home on that, and there's not a lot of traffic when I drive home from the show, and there's a lot of turns in it, and some of the area of the highway you can't really see around the curve. And so I was in the right lane. I think I had just gotten on the elevated part, and I was driving home in the right lane. And as I'm turning the curve, these two trucks that were on the right shoulder start to pull out. And one was pulling like a small trailer or whatever, but they pulled basically because they were going slow, because they were just taking off, basically pulled in front of me. Now, I know that if you hit somebody from behind, it's your fault. But if a situation like that happened and I accidentally did run into them, is it their fault for pulling out in front of me, or am I at fault for ramming them in the rear? Shut up, Heather.
Yeah, yeah. So in Florida, there is a presumption of negligence if you rear end somebody, but that situation, that's a little bit different, right? If you're driving on a highway and somebody starts pulling out into oncoming traffic, they have a duty. They need to make sure that traffic is clear before they actually start pulling out, because things like that can take place. You know, you're coming around a curve and somebody might not see you and then they'll hit you. There would be situations when, you know, you could have some fault attributed to you for sure. Like, for instance, if you're speeding or if you're texting and driving, right? That's a big no-no. Or if, you know, when the crash happens, it turns out that you were turned around screaming at your kids in the back seat about, you know, the, like, stop fighting over whose window you're looking out of type situation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that could put some fault on you. But if you're going to be pulling out into traffic, and certainly on a highway, you need to make sure that the coast is clear before you do it.
Right, and if at all possible, pull over on the shoulder on a straightaway, because literally they pulled over on the shoulder on the worst possible place that they could have pulled over. I didn't see them, and there's no way they could see traffic coming around that corner as they were pulling out. So, well, thanks for
Oh,
clearing
yeah,
that up.
if you're going to pull over somewhere safe. I know it's easier said than done in a lot of situations, but straightaways are a much, much safer place than around a bend.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you for that information, Chad. He's always good at
Yeah,
that.
every
He
time
is.
we think we know, we don't. I mean, we got to keep on the law, and Chad keeps it updated for us.
I have a question for
Hey,
you,
that's
and
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know you guys deal with some of this, and it's a kind of a personal question for a friend of mine who's in a different state, and you're not in a state that you can help her. However, so she had a diagnosis, a cancer diagnosis, and
Oh, God.
they went ahead and removed a body part. And then after all was said and done, came back and said, "Oh, oops, my bad. You actually don't have cancer."
Oh, jeez.
So she's in this, and they're going through this thing when you get into the hospital and they hand you the iPad and say, sign all these papers. It takes a lot of that away, a lot of liability, and a lot of things that it used to not be back in the day. So what would be somebody's recourse in something like that?
Gotcha. Okay, so let's just talk about Florida, because every state has different medical malpractice laws.
Okay.
And this is a situation that I've handled more times than I can count here in Florida. And so with those forms, now a consent form and a liability waiver, those are two very different animals. When you sign a consent form before surgery, you're basically saying, listen, I understand this procedure, I know the risks, I agree to have it done. What you're not saying is that if you mess up and you hurt me, well, that's on me. That's just not the case. Now, with a liability waiver in Florida, your signature on that paperwork does not sign away any of your rights to hold a negligent doctor or a hospital accountable. And this has been litigated. This has gone all the way up to the Supreme Court, at least on 2 separate occasions, and they've been clear about that. So doctors for a long time in the state have been trying to waive medical malpractice liability, and those liability forms, Florida is not going to enforce it in those situations because they found that it violates public policy and it's unenforceable. What you see in those situations a lot of time is that you're signing this paperwork that says, if medical malpractice takes place, we agree to binding arbitration. No dice whatsoever, because in Florida, the statute says, for instance, that if you go to binding arbitration, the doctor has to admit liability first. And that the only thing you're talking about in that situation is the damages in that matter. So, the type of case, I don't know what she had removed, but like, for instance, if they said she had like breast cancer or something like that, and she never actually had it, this is the type of, law, the medical malpractice statute protects people in those types of situations, because it sounds like it's like a serious error took place, right? Maybe like a misread biopsy or whatever, or a mix up in the labs, something like that.
Right.
But it is important to know that not every bad outcome in Florida is malpractice. The question is going to really be, would a competent provider in that same position, would they have done the same thing? But in her situation, if it turns out that she was misdiagnosed and lost a body part, that sounds like a big deal. And everybody needs to know, though, that the clock starts ticking when you knew or should have known that malpractice happened. So you need to talk to a lawyer sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Chad.
It was crazy because one wheel was ready to get his knee surgery, and the doctor walked in with a Sharpie, and they asked him 15 times, which leg are we doing? Everybody that came in, kept asking the same question, and the doctor came in with a Sharpie and literally signed his signature on the leg and then made my husband do it too. They're a lot of the doctors are very serious about making sure that they get the right thing done.
Well, they tell people when you're going in to have something like that done, write no on the one it's not supposed to be. If you're doing this knee, write no on the other one so they know that's not the one.
We're on with Chad Florin from Florin Robig. Chad, do you how many times a year do you get those calls, and how does it even happen? Like, what are the doctors are pristine. We get hospitals of the year. We get all of the awards all of the time. How does it happen still?
Well, for the call question, we get like so many calls every single day regarding medical malpractice. Now, that doesn't mean that all of them rise to that level of medical malpractice, but we get tons of calls regarding it. How does it happen? Well, the reason why they like the Sharpie that you were talking about is because these accidents, they do happen. And it's so important to note, and I want everybody to know this, an overwhelming majority of doctors out there are great doctors. They have your best interest at mind. They are good doctors. They're going to do good surgeries. What I have found doing medical malpractice is that we're suing the same doctors over and over and over again. So before you have a surgery, do your homework. Look them up online. Find out if they've been sued for medical malpractice before. Find out reviews from other people. It's something that doesn't take a lot of time, and I think it will also give you maybe a little bit of comfort before you go in for that surgery.
You know, it's heartbreaking because I have an acquaintance of a guy that used to be a guy. He was perfect at surgery, and one bad night, I think something happened with his son, and up all night, but that 6 a.m. surgery. So they're people, stuff happens. But Chad, as you said, I mean, we have pristine doctors, but it's heartbreaking that they are people like us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Listen, they're people at the end of the day. And remember, too, with medical malpractice claims, it's not like a general negligence claim. You have to prove that the provider or that the doctor, that they broke the standard of care, which is basically the level of care or skill or treatment that a reasonable doctor in that same situation would have given under those same circumstances. So it's definitely a higher burden to prove, and it happens. If you think that there's medical malpractice that took place, you need to talk to a lawyer, though, because they can help kind of clarify that for you.
Well, and if you need a lawyer in that certain situation, Chad is your guy, so make sure you contact them, 727-786-5000, or go to floorandrobig.com for more information. And also make sure you check out their social media. They have them on Facebook and Instagram, and amazing videos. See, now you're going to have to do one about medical malpractice now that we talked about it.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Oh, hey, Chad, best of luck to you and the firm. You go up for the award next week in New York.
Hey, thank you so much. If you could, I know Will is listening right now, so tell him good luck. He heard that you guys were going to be poolside, and for whatever reason, that really piqued his interest. So.
Oh, Will.
Hello, Will.
Yeah, Will, Floor, and Tommy Robig, we wish you guys the best of luck and love. We just adore you, and thanks for being first in line to represent the SportsChix.
Yes, thank you so
much.
much.
Love you, Chad.
You guys have fun.
Thank you. Thanks, Chad. Florin at Florin Robig. We are going to take a short break. You're listening to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Florin Robig. Now, back to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Florin Robig, a personal injury law firm.
Welcome back to the SportsChix. Hey guys, do you have any old broken laptops, desktop computers, printers, iPads, modems, things you're not sure what to do with? Well, gather them up and contact our friends at Urban E-Recycling. They will handle your hard drive disposal and give you a certificate of data destruction. They have locations in Tampa, Orlando, and Sarasota, and there is no charge. It is absolutely free. So go to urbanerecycling.com for more information, or you can give them a call at 888-992-0747. And I'm just going to fangirl right out right now. I'm just going to tell you right now. She came walking up. I'm like, oh, my God, there she is.
Why don't you say her name?
It's Brooke Bennett, local super celebrities. I mean, seriously, Olympic gold medalist.
Yes.
It is unbelievable. When I heard you were going to be on, I ran into the living room last night, and I was like, oh, my God, Brooke Bennett's going to be on the show. My husband was looking at me like, what is wrong with you? You're the local girl. You're homegrown.
Yeah, I guess. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And, as I was saying before we came on, it's nice to stay local. Like, I never really left the Tampa Bay area, and it's always been home to me. And the Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, I live in Clearwater now. I work in Clearwater. But it's just in all the Tampa Bay area, and I love just kind of still being able to be heard as kind of that hometown girl after I don't know how many years it's been. I don't want to count anymore.
Well, where are your gold medals?
Stuffed in a drawer.
What?
What?
Really?
Thrown in a drawer. They've been thrown in a drawer for a while.
Oh my gosh.
take us back to that whole era. That's where, even the day you got when you knew you were broke.
Oh,
that
goodness.
was it.
I knew it. I knew it a long time ago. I was that confident.
Good for you.
So actually, I was told, and this is the joys sometimes of social media. I want to say Facebook was just kind of getting popular, and I got a message, and Thomas Hernandez messaged me on Facebook, and he goes, "I don't know if you'll remember me, but we were like third grade boyfriend girlfriends, whatever."
God.
And he goes, "I will never forget the day you stood up in class when we were doing our introductions, like first day." And I stood up apparently and said, "I'm Brooke Bennett, and I'm going to be an Olympic swimmer."
Really?
So I'm glad I lived up to my.
Oh my God, that's a lot of confidence,
I know.
girl.
So
let
I
me
was
say.
like, yeah, and so that was the year 1988 that Janet Evans was competing in Seoul, and I was glued to the TV, and I was already swimming year round, and I was really enjoying it, and I was just fascinated by her and the Olympics and swimming, and that is really what just set it off. And so for the next 8 years I trained, and that's the one thing that I focused on, is I wanted to go to the Olympics.
So you were a Durant
yes.
girl. My kids are Bloomingdale, so they're big competitors right now.
Yes.
And tell us what you were telling us during the break.
So I was the second graduating class of Durant, and all of us call it Durant Cougars. I have some amazing friends. In fact, the chorus teacher at Durant, at the time that I was there, she actually wrote our alma mater song.
Wow.
She went by Lisa Hertzner, is now Lisa Castellino. As I graduated and our lives went on, we are now best friends.
Oh, wow.
And have been friends forever. She was never my teacher because I don't sing and you don't want to hear me carry a tune. And another claim to fame is Charlie Belcher, who is a dear friend, and everybody loves Charlie. His wife, Lindsay Belcher, graduated with me from Durant.
Oh, wow.
So I always tell Charlie, Charlie, I've known Lindsay much longer than you have.
You're like, I have stories.
But it's just the stories of just that area and that East Hillsborough area. Even we took a lot of the kids out of Bloomingdale and Plant City when they built Durant. And even to this day, I can be anywhere and somebody will say, "Oh, I graduated from Durant," and I go, "They're like my family. They're like my brother or sister." And it's always been that feel from that part of
and
town.
you said they were pulling you to Durant.
I got pulled to Durant. Basically, the principal that opened, Ron Frost, had said to me when he was my principal in junior high, "Come here. We'll make this very comfortable for you." He knew I was training for the Olympics, and I was in my sophomore year during my first Olympic Games.
Wow.
He and his son, who was my best friend through high school, actually attended the Olympics and the final swim in Atlanta. In fact, their seats, as I was walking out to swim my 800 finals, I could look up into the stands and I waved to them.
What was that like?
That's
great.
great.
What was it? What was that like to win your first gold? I mean, because you got more than one, but what was the first one like?
Overwhelming, unsure, kind of shocking.
Knew your life was changed forever.
And it does. But I think, and I always say this with celebrities or sports fans, and Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, Mike Allstott, that was like the era of Tampa Bay Buccaneers when I went to my second Olympics, and when they came and won the Super Bowl that following year. I always jokingly talk to them, and I'm like, one, I'm so glad social media wasn't around when I was competing and at that level of fame, because you were able to have privacy, and if you wanted to read about my accomplishments, it was the newspaper, or it was the 6 o'clock news. There was no all this other stuff going on. But I always have said to other athletes and stuff that I've met through my years, I never did and trained all of this because I wanted the fan base or, the popularity. I just loved what I was doing, and I wanted to be the best. So a lot of times when all of that came into play after, I was like, whoa. I didn't want all this attention. I just wanted to be the best. So you have to kind of learn to accept that both worlds. But I just loved competing. And my second Olympics, I was older, I was more mature, I was 20. I felt like I absorbed and took it in. The problem is you're always looking for the next best thing. So you won one gold medal, and even at closing ceremonies in Atlanta, I was already focused on the next 4 years.
Wow.
When you're underwater and doing your thing, and you are do you hear us at all screaming at you? Go, go. Do you hear the families
hear
and the
me?
love? Can you
Yes,
hear?
of course I did. Yes, I did. Absolutely.
We're popping through our TV set, hoping you can hear us. Are you just focused, and is it just quiet under there?
You can hear, and you kind of hear a roar, and you hear the crowd kind of get into it. My coach had a very distinctive sound, and you'll hear, other swimmers say the same thing. Some coaches whistle. My Irish coach just had this real distinguished sound, and you could hear him. But more when you're breathing to the side, you always knew where your coach was standing on the pool deck, and there were signs, and if his arms were up in the air holding it steady, then you were on your pace. And then he would take his arm and with his heat sheet and he would wave it, which means you needed to speed it up. The one that you never wanted to see, if your coach just stood on the pool deck with his arms crossed, you're like,
oh no,
oh, this is really bad.
So you could just see a pair of arms just standing there.
You never wanted to look over. And I remember in my events, because they were distance, at the beginning and towards the middle, you always wanted to be told you were on pace. You didn't want to see the heat sheet and the arm moving, because you're like, I thought I'm going fast enough. Oh, he wants me to go faster, but I still have 600 meters to go.
Oh,
so,
my gosh.
Yeah, you're aware.
Well, right now you're doing something in this area, the CFY location, and it's empowering the Pinellas County youth through athletic grants and things like that. So tell us what it's about.
This has really become a full circle opportunity for me, right? I mean, like you said, being the hometown girl and having this opportunity to work with CFY Pinellas. We're a nonprofit that was started in 1972, focusing on children playing youth athletics. I mean, how important is that?
Yes. Wow.
And we focus on the underserved children and communities that we don't want families to stress over, things that are important, the bills, the food, all those types of things. And then if there's not enough aside for them to play a season of youth football or baseball.
Right.
CFY comes in we're able to offer grants to those programs to offset registration costs for those families that need it. We also do equipment grants to ensure that their safety, and then any team that qualifies for a tournament or a competition, we can help offset some of the travel cost.
It's so important. I mean, I grew up, I played 3 sports in school, and the camaraderie, the stuff that you learn when you play sports, it's very important, I think, for kids to be in sports, and that's a great program.
Yeah, there's a great mentorship. We've expanded since then. We have an education piece to our program now. We did 57 post-secondary scholarships this year, over $400,000. And when I started with CFY in 22, shockingly, I started a water safety program.
Oh, good.
My boss kind of knew what he was doing. So we have actually partnered with Pinellas County Schools, and we are providing water safety lessons during the school day. So those Title I schools where families just don't have the means or the transportation, Pinellas County Schools has allowed us to come in, use vendor-approved transportation to get them to a city community facility. So we're partnering with City of Clearwater, City of Pinellas Park, City of St. Pete. We're just branching out to Suncoast YMCA. We're going to start with them this fall. And we're teaching kids kindergarten through 2nd grade 2 weeks of water safety.
That's great.
I can't imagine. This is so great. I can't imagine being a parent trying to pay for cleats where their
it's
feet,
ridiculous.
where their feet grow 8 feet every
Yes.
2 weeks.
Right. So we do shoulder pads, helmets, baseball, softball equipment. Michelle Smith, which I'm sure you ladies know, is on our board with CFY. But we are the programs can submit a grant, and we will match that equipment grant 50%, up to $10,000.
Wow!
So our projected budget this year is about $1.25 million in Pinellas County, close to 17,000 children that we'll be supporting.
Where can people go to help?
Yeah.
So it's the CFY.
CFYPinellas.org. And on there, you can reach out all of our contacts. We're a small staff, about 5 full-timers, and we're just working to spread the word. I'm also a grant writer on my side because I work on the development side, so I'm working the partnerships, the businesses, the donations to support so we can get that money back out into the community.
What a great thing to do.
Yeah.
It really, I've been this, so I'm coming up, next year will be my 5th year. And I did some sports broadcasting, and I've done my own water safety school. I still teach water safety lessons on the side, part-time lifeguard out here on Clearwater Beach. But the CFY piece And I still train. I'm going to an open water swim at the end of the year. Just completed my first Ironman in May.
Wow.
You're the girl.
You're the girl next door. You're the dream. We're on with Brooke Bennett. Hey, real quick, did your parents, now everyone believes that if I put my 3-year-old in the water, is that a good idea? Because should they let them swim early? And what did your parents do?
So I was a water baby. The summer that I was born, and my 2 other cousins that are about the same age, my grandparents had put a pool in. So water safety was the most important thing. We all knew how to swim. And the stories of, I learned to swim because my family member threw me in, that's probably about as accurate as it can be with me. My grandfather probably tossed me in the pool. At about 3, I was taking private lessons, learning all of my strokes. And at 5, I was on a swim team. And I pursued it. I did triathlons. I did some synchronized artistic swimming. I didn't care for any of it. I wanted to swim. My mom was like, gymnastics, dance, tennis. I was like, no. And I gravitated towards swimming. But like you said, you did 3 sports. You did 4 sports. I always tell people my parents didn't push me. My parents are not athletic. My grandfather was. He was a good basketball and baseball player. I think that's where my athletic genes came in. Certainly not from my parents. But my parents just supported me. They supported. They didn't push. It was my goal, and they supported my goal and my dreams. And I think that's what's important for families with their kids. Yeah. You know, my 2 boys are non-competitive, but they do youth football, they do jiu-jitsu, and they do wrestling. And my oldest is like, Mom, it doesn't matter if you win. It's just to have fun. And I'm like, I'll race you up the stairs.
My husband is a former Major League catcher. And so my daughter was like, I want nothing to do with baseball. I don't want anything to do with softball. And he was like, you have to do something.
My boys love to go if I take them to the pool and I need to get a workout in. They will swim laps with me, and they love that. And then they want to jump off the diving board or play games, but they don't want to swim. And at some I'm like, but at other times I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, you just have to know how to swim. That's it. I just want you to be a strong, safe swimmer, period. End of day, do whatever else you want to do. Just be good, smart, polite, affectionate, caring kids.
And that's the most important thing. I was like, I don't care about anything else. You have to be polite and treat people well. And if you do anything outside of that, I've done my job.
Yes. I'm a gentleman, right? When we go to a door, open the door. You stop and you open the door.
Oh, thank you for teaching that, because nobody does that anymore.
They are learning. I make sure.
That's awesome. Well, we're so excited that you stopped by. And I'm serious. Like, when I heard it, I was like, because I remembered the Olympics, and I remember just sitting there going, come on, it's the local girl. And then when you won gold, I really think I cried.
And I had to pull this shirt out of the closet, my LA 28. We're on the countdown, just under 2 years now. And I am a big fan and big geek of all Olympic Games. And everybody talks about like the World Cup right now, right? And World Cup is another one, because it's the world and it's the countries coming together.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing better in sports. I mean, yes, I love, NHL and the Stanley Cup and the Super Bowl and all that, but when you can get the world together and the countries are playing, and I love the national anthems and seeing the flags, there's nothing better on TV.
You're giving me goosebumps right now. I swear to God.
I know. I'm like, oh, man.
Thanks for all you do, Brooke.
Thanks.
Well, we are going to take a short break.
That was Brooke Burke, of course.
Brooke Bennett.
Brooke Bennett. I'm sorry. Oh, you got your Skechers?
Yes, I do, right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We are live from the Wyndham Grand in Clearwater Beach. If you get a chance, stop by and say hello, and we're going to take a short break. You are listening to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone.
Listening to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig.
What do we got here?
Now, hour 2 of the SportsChix.
We have so much to talk about.
The SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig, a personal injury law firm.
Welcome back to the SportsChix. I'm Heather.
And I'm BL.
Danielle.
Sports Arena Tina here.
And we are coming at you live today from the Wyndham Grand in Clearwater. And speaking of Clearwater, if you are looking for a place to grab lunch, don't forget to head to Hooters for their summer specials. Enjoy 1 pound of snow crab legs for just $19.99 or a half pound of steamed shrimp for only $9.99. And don't forget their world-famous wings served with homemade dipping sauces. And they also have Budweiser pints on special for $2.50.
We built the Hoot out on these beaches, so everybody get in. They've got great specials all the time. I dug the whole burger special last week.
Did you?
Go to their website, originalhooters.com. Also, if you want to know when their specials are and all the stuff we love. Boy, Brooke Bennett. I called her Brooke Burke.
You totally did.
Idiot.
Yeah, you did.
Isn't that an actress?
It's, yeah. Well,
What?
she was. Well, first she was
Like real dark hair, pretty girl. Is that who I'm thinking of?
We interviewed her at Super Bowl. She's from Tampa.
She-
and
Oh.
she was a Venus swimmer girl.
She was a Venus swimmer girl. Yeah, one of the nicest human beings, and I love her to death. Yes.
She's worth about $30 million.
I don't think we should get into her bank account.
It's on there. Just Google Brooke Burke net worth.
Stay out of her business.
I Googled Sport Arena Tina.
No, you didn't.
You're worth love.
And it said Tomahawkian.
You're
kind
worth-
of angry and
Oh,
a little
right.
scary
Worth
sometimes.
$500 million.
Y'all haven't seen me in 2 weeks. Leave me alone. Stop picking
What?
on me.
Good
You
luck.
know, besides of all the stuff that I've gone through, my son is taking driving lessons, and
Well, hold on. We got to tell people your husband had knee replacement, so that
Yes.
was only about 8 days ago. And
so I've
that's
been
all.
home, and it's been very traumatic. And then on top of that, my son is taking driving lessons now and getting ready to go get his driver's license. But we have the Life 360, so we're on and we're going. He took his highway driving test, so we're watching him on 360, and he's going 70, 71, 72, and we see the speed going. I'm like,
See, I don't
oh
have
my
kids. I don't have
gosh.
kids, so we who don't have teens don't really even know the technology.
That's
now.
the first time he's ever gone 70 miles an hour in his life. Like, I
Isn't it
needed that traumatic crap
It's-
on top of everything else, but
It's so frightening.
crazy.
My dad, and I love my stepdad, he's one of the most amazing people in the world, but my dad snuck it in. And he's like, yeah, so Zoe's going to drive. And we were getting on the highway, and we were going like 2 hours away. And he's like, "Oh, she's going to drive all of us." And I'm in the back of the I'm in the back of the truck, and
no
I'm like,
way, dude.
"What?" And we get on the highway, and I was like, "Ah!" And the entire time, I just sat there in my phone, going, "Please, God, please make this be okay." And she was like 70 miles an hour, just driving us, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is happening."
When I told you guys it was happening, Heather texts and goes, "Oh, what? You're not in the car?" And I say, No. That's what I pay that girl the big bucks for, to teach him, because I'm not going to be in that car. I don't know how they do that.
Okay, I don't want to freak everybody out, okay? But
This one time?
Guess.
Okay.
besides
Guess what?
besides the hideous outfit I'm wearing today. Do you know what I used to do in high school?
Yes,
Oh.
and you're not allowed to say it on the air.
No. Okay. and
Cornerdale Mabry.
I went to. All right. I went to Eastern Illinois University in Charleston. Oh, Tony Romo. Thanks. Yeah. So for extra credit, we could.
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you? So for extra credit, we could teach high school kids how to drive.
No.
So I had control of the brake in the passenger seat, and this is what they made us do. Now this would be 1983, 1982 or 3. So we've got the brake. We're never supposed to use it unless we're getting ready to crash into the back of a truck, right?
Right.
So guess what they make us do? They say to us on the side, out of nowhere, you're going to scream out to the child, look out, whoa, look out for that cat. So you're supposed to make the little kid get scared and slam its brakes on and do defensive driving.
Oh
You
my
guys,
God.
I would scream it out every 10 minutes. Look out for that bird. Look out for that squirrel.
Oh, nice.
And here we are just jacking down the street. I mean, our heads are like snapping off because I got cats and birds, doggies. But you know what?
Did they fire you
Who
for
let
the
you
trauma?
in?
The
You know,
trauma.
I did not get invited back the next semester.
Shocking.
I don't-
They're like, when we said to do that, we meant one time, not
Yeah.
like every 3 seconds.
I wish there was a place or a service that could teach the kids the DD, defensive driving, because you get to get out on a track. I took it with the cops. I got to do it, I think, with the SportsChix the first round. And what they do is they take you out on a course with cones, and you get to drive the cop cars, and it's the size of a stadium.
I
And
want to
they-
do that.
Oh, it's fun. And I'm going to call the cops and ask them if we could get in the next round. I think they have 15 people per class. And I can't remember the name. We did it under Sheriff Coates, and I got picked to do it. And it was so much fun. I balded the tires on the cop car because I kept doing I kept doing burnouts and stuff. And Sheriff Coates goes, "Well, BL, I'd like to congratulate you. We have to get a new set of tires."
Oh my gosh.
For that car. But yeah, it's a course you can sign up for. I believe it's under the Sheriff's Department. So go check it out. I would love us to get in the class.
I'm still trying to envision you as the driving instructor. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
Somebody stupid.
So guess what else they did to me? It was I want to say it was a 10-week course. So every certain day we would go to the sheriff's office, and we would get to set up in a little classroom. We got to have K-9 day, and they would bring all the doggies in. So they bust my chops because Sheriff Coates told them to. They taped some Coke under my desk. And they sent us out for a break, and all of a sudden, 2 canines are up in my grill. They didn't hurt me. They were just like one at each ear, like, "Hey guys, ruh-roh." And I'm like, why is the puppies over here? And the Coke was taped. It was real. It was under my desk, and they were busting my chops.
She said it was the cops that put it there.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I didn't do it. It was an officer.
Anyway, so we got drug night, we got canines, and then a really fun one was, murder scene. We got to go out back of a real dumpster where they would tape off and teach people how to do crime scenes and labs. It's the best thing you'll ever do. But if you have time to do 2 hours once a week, I mean, I don't even know if they offer the course anymore, but I had so much fun. Oh, the last one was out at St. Pete Airport. We got to go out in the middle of the field, and we were on the SWAT teams. We were in the vehicles.
What?
It was so much fun, you guys. I'm
going
to
to
call Sheriff Coates and ask him.
I know you'll find this surprising, but I actually thought about going into crime scene.
You'd be good at it.
Here's the problem, though. Tina would create the crime
Yeah.
to then go and investigate the scene.
Yeah.
That's what the problem would have
And
been.
she would plant the Coke.
They'd be like,
the fire,
she'd
like
be
the
like-
firefighters that start
Yes.
the fires, and then
She'd have the canines doing rails.
all right.
Allegedly. Not that reflects anything on the
She'd be
Wyndham.
like, I don't know how that body ended up here, but let's investigate it while we're here. Let me get my kid.
The guys from Miami are over there looking at us like, what is going on right now? Oh, hi, sir. How are you?
I like gory stuff.
We're
That's where they're going
We're
with
having
this.
so much fun in the Wyndham lobby. Senning was here yesterday. Drew Garabo gave us lots of love, so thanks, guys. We had a great time.
Yeah, how'd that Angels Envy bourbon tasting thing go? I'd like to know.
I got here last night. I didn't go, but I saw so many people out there that they had to do, I think, 2 or 3 rounds of people doing the Angel Bourbon. So
that's what One Wheel loves.
Great time. That's her husband, One Wheel. But anyway, so if you ever get a chance, Wyndham is built for families now, too, you guys. I mean, the room I had last night, the Give Kids the World suite, they do things for kids with cancer and their families. So go to givekidstheworld.org.
Hey, when you got up in your room last night, you didn't see a picture of yourself on the wall, did you?
What'd I do? Is that the canine? Is the doggy's picture up there?
Are you the dog?
No, you never know. If we have a couple martinis.
No,
If you see this person, call 911 immediately.
No, didn't you hear that story in San Diego? These people rented an Airbnb, and the girls went in. They're all getting settled and looking around, and they go down the hallway, and there's a beach scene picture that's up on the wall, like in the hallway or whatever. And they stop and they're looking, and they're like, that's Dad. And then they're like, that's our brother. Oh my God, there's me. So literally, and it was like a trip they had taken 10 years before.
So they were using it for promotional use?
The owners of the Airbnb apparently had a drone or had an aerial picture just taken of the beach.
Right.
And hung on the wall just for, aesthetic purpose, whatever. But the people that rent the Airbnb realize that they are in the picture from a trip they took 10 years prior.
We should
Would that
ask Chad,
freak you out?
We should
Yes.
ask Chad Florin that. Is that legal to use that? I mean, if you're in their resort, do they own you? Like, can they just slap your pictures up there?
I know. Isn't that weird?
That is
wouldn't that
weird.
freak you out if you walked into an Airbnb
Yes.
and saw yourself in a picture on the wall?
Yes.
That's just
But wasn't it?
creepy.
I think I got in a Hard Rock picture one time. I mean, I didn't mind, but we were in Vegas, and it was myself and my ex-husband, and we were at a casino table. I mean, when they pull pictures to do promotional, they must just grab them from real. We'd probably sign our life away and not even know it.
Oh, all the
Like,
time.
hey, you can
I
take
guess,
my picture.
yeah, if you're in a public place, I don't think there's anything you can do about it, but we can ask
Yeah.
Chad
Right.
eventually.
That would
Chad-
be creepy, though, if you walk into an Airbnb and you're like, wait, that's us.
I did not
That's
realize.
weird.
Do you know our fat faces are broadcasting live through the entire lobby right now? They have speakers.
You
Cernak-
just realized that?
Cernak put us on speakers.
You just now realize that. That's the horrified looks on the people's faces around
As they're
us. That's
walking
what that
by.
is.
Cernak, why'd you put us on the speakers? What are people?
What
wait a
is he
minute.
supposed to do?
Mike Cernak, he's our head. What's your head name? What? What do you do,
What?
bro? I know he's got our
Do-
passes locked out of
do-
the building for the
do-
rest of the week. I know that.
The official idol?
Yeah, what's your
okay.
what's your deal? What's
So
your story?
I'm basically just the IT manager. So I'm an extension of engineering.
Okay, so
The,
go ahead.
The going joke is, though, I put it up one day and apparently it was strongly suggested that I take it down.
Okay, now I don't want to go into the bit, but so just to tease, Sending's not really in trouble with you, right? For accidentally almost giving out your phone number to Jacob 2 times.
No.
This was
I
so
wouldn't.
funny. If you guys didn't hear it, you'll catch it up on Sending on Monday. But anyway, that I was listening live, and the best times of Ron and Ron was when they would give out our phone numbers. And it was back in the 90s, and it was good times. So stay tuned. We'll find out if it was a bit or not with Mike Cernak here and John Sending on Monday. Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
Well, right now, it's Tina time.
And now for the Sports Play of the Week, brought to you by the Golden Diamond Source.
With a 2-0 victory, Spain advances to the World Cup final for only their second time in history, and who will now face Messi and Argentina tomorrow.
You're so bitter.
My friend Bonnie Jill is there, my Dallas cheerleader girl.
Really?
She's there. She goes everywhere. I am so excited for her, and there are so many people that went. So what are you thinking then, Tina?
Well, and it's funny because my friend Ricky from England that I keep in touch with on Facebook, England lost. They play today for like the third place thing or whatever, like losing twice. I don't know if I would do that or not, but I felt bad for Ricky, but now I'm going to root for Messi.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
Wow, because
All
you've
right.
been kind of bitter about Messi.
I know.
I
He's
love
fun
Messi.
to watch. He is, and my son loved him growing up, and he's fun to watch. I was just rooting for England, and Argentina won it last time, and I almost said last time. So I was rooting for England, but
And our buddy Jinxie, our little YouTuber, he is there as well. Jinxie's
Wow.
hanging with the teams and everything.
Nice.
So, yeah. You go nice.
All right.
nice. I want to go
No,
there.
but can you imagine being there?
Oh, it's
How much fun.
incredible. It's an incredible atmosphere. I would
mean-
love to do that one time.
Us having Brooke Bennett on today, so much fun. I mean, just to watch her was when she was telling us all about being underwater and if she could really hear us.
Yeah.
Was crazy. So thanks, Brooke.
Hey, guys. Don't forget, the Golden Diamond Source wants to help you celebrate Christmas in July with special summer specials and a special financing offer up to 5 years with 0 interest. Come see their vast selection of 5-carat, 10-carat, and even 20-carat real natural rare diamonds, plus their exclusive Maduro collection. Avoid the Christmas rush. Come celebrate Christmas in July only at the Golden Diamond Source, located at 3800 Olmerton Road in Clearwater, just off 275. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig. Now, back to the SportsChix on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig, a personal injury law firm.
Welcome back to the SportsChix. We are live today from the Wyndham Grand on Clearwater Beach, and it's a little overcast, but it's still a beautiful day, so you should come on down and say hello. And right now with us, we have Joe Lugo is in the house with the Chicks. How are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
You look hot, Joe. You look good here in the lobby today.
Honestly.
I told him he looks like my brother. It looks just like my brother-in-law.
I know.
I'm hoping that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody looks good in the lobby of the Wyndham.
I know.
Right?
The Wyndham does their lighting fantastic here. It makes, anybody over 30 look good.
Well,
you, Tina.
They have a great bar that makes you look good, too.
Yeah, there you
go. Right?
Exactly.
That's a fact. Well, you are here, and you represent Amplify Clearwater. So please tell us a little bit about what it is that you guys do and what you do for the area.
Sure. So Amplify Clearwater is the Clearwater Chamber of Commerce. That's what most people know us as. I like to say that we're a Chamber Plus because we do a lot more than just a chamber. I like to think of us as a regional economic development partner. We do business development, leadership development. We advocate for our businesses. We do programming. We do community engagement, all kinds of things to kind of help our area become rich. We're an advocate for businesses. We promote tourism. Obviously, the Wyndham is one of our members, and we love to promote them. I love coming here because they got a DJ, they got a bar, and and the lobby makes me look good. So,
yeah. And you know what? Every time we're at a local good time, the Chamber of Commerce always has something to do with it. You guys have hands-on people that know exactly what sort of business you have. Small business, everybody's trying to shop that. We're trying to get through all of this together. And it's fantastic because I know I've joined the chamber in the past when I had a furniture store. Without you guys, with your ribbon cuttings and everything that you do for the area, especially charity work yourselves, when you need help as well, we salute you.
Well,
so thank you. But yeah, it starts with the chamber.
It kind of does. Somebody has to take the lead, right, in the community. Somebody has to lead the way. And so our organization, which we're a neutral organization, we're not government, we're not for-profit, we're a nonprofit, but we're a leadership organization in the area, in the community. And so I like to think of it as we take the leadership, kind of help mold whatever the mission, vision, or the philosophy of our community is going to be, right? And so, that gets defined in Clearwater. Clearwater has a vibe. Clearwater has a how would I say, a feel, right?
Atmosphere.
Right? Atmosphere. And so, we help promote that. We help create that. We help sustain that. And that's done through businesses like this one.
So what's an average day for you? Tell us what you would do.
Oh, gosh. Depends on what day it is.
Really?
My average day could be something like this.
Yeah.
So I serve as the director of the foundation and entrepreneur services. That's just a big title for I raise money and I go out and I touch all the businesses, right? And so a typical day for me would be, kind of making sure that we have our programming in place, making sure that we're taking care of resources for small businesses, for medium-sized businesses, for individuals, solopreneurs, for professionals, making sure that we're doing things in the community, making sure that people know Amplify Clearwater is here to help, here to do many things for the business and the economic and workforce development. For me, I have an additional role because last year we started something called Amplify en Español, which is our Hispanic division, Hispanic Latino division for Hispanic and Latino business owners. One of the things that we found in this area is that we have quite a bit of Hispanic and Latino businesses, and they're really, really good at their core, but they're really, really bad at everything else.
Right.
And so
I got a guy. Oh, go ahead.
No,
finish your thought.
So,
seriously.
And so because of that, there was a need, and we did a lot of research. We did some data. We put together some meetings and different things, and it led to this is needed. And so we launched it last year, and it's been pretty successful.
I got a guy on Cleveland. He builds all these wedding things that's mind-blowing. He's got a small business, Latino gentleman, and I kid you not, he does all the, the coming out party, all the weddings. And it's one little guy at a small company, but it's backed by places like the Chamber and Amplify and all those things.
And the city does a great job of coming up alongside of these businesses as well. The city of Clearwater does provide a lot of support to our community as well. So I commend the city. We're very proud to live here in Clearwater. So it's exciting. You get to do this every day, right? Like
in Clearwater, Florida. I mean, it could be Cleveland.
I have some folks that live up there, and
she's a Browns fan, Tina.
I'm so sorry.
I know, thank you.
I'm a Steelers fan.
Who's your
Steelers?
Off.
If you walk into my office, you will see helmet after helmet, jersey after jersey of signed Steelers from the back in the day, the Steel Curtain. I even have some Ben Roethlisberger, some Hines Ward. I mean,
wow. Are you from Pennsylvania?
I am from New York City.
Wow.
And you're a Steeler fan.
I was born in Brooklyn. At about 6 years old, I turned on the TV, and the Giants are playing the black and gold. I knew nothing about football, but I knew a lot about colors, and I liked the colors.
You know what's so funny? When I was young, the Steelers and the Cowboys, that was the big era back then. And I literally kind of rooted for the two of them. It's like everybody was brought up on the Steelers and Cowboys.
Sure.
I get it. But you should have, when you grew up, you should have known better. No Steeler fans in here.
Hey, leave them alone, dude.
I'm so sorry.
She says that, but I'm from Miami, so I'm a Dolphin. So I feel your pain.
We're on with Joe Lugo.
One of your best quarterbacks is from Pittsburgh, so.
It's not going to help.
There you
Not
go.
anymore.
The gentleman over there, he's a fan.
It is not going to help.
We're on with Joe Lugo. He's with Amplify, doing a lot of things for the community. It's so much fun having you on. Let's do a deep dive. What was your dad like? Was he a Giants fan, or was he a Steelers guy?
So I grew up a little different than everybody else because my dad was deaf.
Okay.
So I grew up in the deaf community.
Oh, wow.
First language I learned was American Sign Language. And the first culture that I was introduced to, other than my Hispanic and Latino heritage, was the deaf culture, capital D. And it's very, very distinct. It's people look at deaf people and go, oh, well, they're deaf. They're not deaf. They're very proud of being deaf, and there is a culture around that. And so I grew up in that. So my dad was not a big sports fan.
Okay.
But I had an aunt that she was crazy about baseball. And my grandfather, who I grew up with, was crazy about baseball.
What was her team?
Her team was the Mets, which is kind of my team.
Wow.
And I do like the Rays. I mean, you got to look
of course.
for the local team.
Of course.
And my grandfather liked the Yankees. And so in the house.
You got a triple threat there, my friend.
Oh, my gosh. Let me tell you. There was always, and there was always beer involved in watching the games.
How is there not?
You can only imagine the conversations and the offenses that happened. People had to end the game hugging and saying, I'm sorry.
Well, my husband's a former catcher for the White Sox, Angels, Rays, and then he went on to coach for the Yankees and the Angels and for years. So baseball has been a part of our life forever.
That's awesome.
And I grew up a Cardinals fan. Tina, what was your baseball team?
I grew up a Reds fan.
Yeah, she was.
I grew up a Reds fan, and I grew up a Browns fan. So
misery.
Rose and
one out of two ain't bad.
Yeah, I know.
Here's
the Reds
the thing,
were fantastic.
Growing up in St. Louis, though, you slept, eat, and breathe the Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Busch Stadium. That was it. Joe Buck, Jack Buck, his dad. You woke up to him on the little clock that had the numbers that flipped digitally.
Like Groundhog Day?
Yes, I'm telling you. But I think I was around 8 years old, and the headlines was, Keith Hernandez thrown out of St. Louis for cocaine. It's like you woke up as a child like that going, Mom, what's that? And what does all that mean?
By the way, thanks for Keith Hernandez. We really appreciate it.
I know. So, yeah, there you go.
1986.
Woo!
One of the very few.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. That's
I remember
amazing.
being at Shea. My first husband was played A-ball for the Phillies, got called up to the AAA, made the roster, the 40-man. And so he gets called up in the September deal. And I'm sitting next to Richard Nixon. You know, he was a huge Mets fan. And he's sitting next to me going, oh, who's your player anyway? So Keith Hernandez, oh, man, Dykstra, Tuffle Shuffle. They load the bases up. Darryl Strawberry comes up and hits a grand slam off my husband, and Richard Nixon gives me a hug. He's like, don't worry, I've had my bad days too. So anyway, but it was a fantastic time, and the planes were flying over, but that was the 86 year for the Mets.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to make it about me, but what a story. I mean, who knew that you're sitting next to Dick Nixon and you don't even know what to do with yourself? I was so freaked out. But anyway, it was a good time. It was fun times.
That year, I don't think I would have noticed who was sitting next to me. I was so excited about the Mets. And there was a little bit of luck involved. And there was the lady who sat in the first row doing the voodoo thing.
Really?
Did you guys see
Yes,
that?
yeah.
She was
But
doing this juju stuff.
But don't you guys miss the day where we had a team that was so loaded? I mean, loaded up on the roster. I mean, of course we have it in baseball, but I wish the kids could see what we all got to grow up with in baseball.
The big red machine.
The machines.
Oh, yeah.
The 93 Phillies. The 86 Mets.
Or the millions and millions of years that it was the Yankees are going to win the World Series and again and again.
Hey, the Rays. Oh, go ahead.
But just remember, the Yankees are the team that were leading 3-0 to Boston and gave up 4 games to lose that championship.
You just made a bunch of Yankees fans really happy, by the way.
That's all right. That's all right.
As a Mets fan, it's my duty.
It is, of course it is. And the 09, they haven't done it since 09.
It's been a little while, but they've done it more recent than we have, and we lost to them in the Subway Series. So
we're on with Joe Lugo. He's with Amplify, and that's a local deal you got to jump into, guys, and help the community and also the Latino community for Clearwater. We're so happy for what you do for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
We had a good time with you.
Likewise.
Thank
you very much.
It was fun. And what else you got, Heather? Didn't you have one more thing for Joe?
No.
Joe. No. I thought I saw your hand go up. I'm sorry. I didn't want to talk over her. Real quick, have you been to the new stadium for the Mets?
The Citi Field?
Yeah.
Yes,
What's that like? Did you have a good time?
It's not Shea Stadium.
Oh,
right. Isn't it weird? Like you want something new, but you want the nostalgia from the old. It's hard.
It's like a chick.
Yeah.
Brenda,
I'm going to tell you to stay in your bed.
Look at Joe.
Joe just put his hands up and backed away from the headset.
With his large wedding gold ring.
She just backed you into a corner, Joe. Don't fall for it. I'm telling you.
We got the Clearwater Yacht Club on deck looking at us like, Jesus, I got to do
I
this.
have to do that?
Exactly.
Yeah. I know.
Joe just looked at him and said, "You're next, pal."
I know. Joe, thanks for all you do.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Anything else? Where can we plug you at? Any just Amplify?
Keep us in mind for businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurs. We have lots of things going on. We have lots of networking. We have lots of programs, even for students. We have a Young Entrepreneurs Academy where in 22 weeks, students launch their very own LLC. So there's a lot of things that we're doing, yeah.
And how old?
From 6th grade to 12th. We
Wow.
just graduated our class a couple weeks ago.
6th grade, and they start their own LLC.
The person who had the best business in this cohort was in 6th grade.
Wow. Get out of here. What kind of business?
He had this water bottle designed for seniors. So lack of water or lack of hydration has been linked to Alzheimer's. And seniors don't seem to get enough hydration. So this water bottle has an app, and it's digital, and it tells you when to drink, how much to drink, the temperature of the water. It reminds you if you haven't drank that day, so on and so forth.
Because
that's incredible.
They get paranoid because they have to head over to the men's room and too much water, so they don't drink it. And that is it. Living in Florida, you have a real issue with that, with the elderly.
Yeah. That's an incredible idea.
So where can we buy a bottle, Joe? What's up?
Well, you know,
Does he look like he's in 6th grade? He's not the one that invented it.
You know,
I wanted a bottle, bro.
Oh
I'm an elderly person.
Always looking for the gimme.
I just got my ARP and Social Security card.
If people are looking to get involved with Amplify, where can they find you?
Oh, they can find us at www.amplifyclearwater.com.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Thank
Joe,
you
so much for coming on.
It's Joe Lugo, bro.
Oh.
Wow.
Get his whole
She
name
just
in
broke
there.
me.
Would you like me to punch her for
Yes,
you
please.
since I'm sitting in the middle?
Wow.
Take care, guys.
And
Thanks again.
just
Why does he look
like
stressed
that.
out right now? Are you stressed, Joe? He's so
I am
cute.
not.
He's
I am
going
not
to the
stressed.
bar. He's
Look,
already on his way.
Do you
Look
need
at
a
him.
cocktail? I'll buy it. I got my American Express up there, ready to go.
Can you handle a bottle?
Oh, wow. Hey, don't leave home without it.
That's a party right there. Thank you, Joe.
Thank
Thank
again.
you.
All
Wow. Hey, guys,
Love you.
let me do some business right now. Did you know that gold is at an all-time high? If you bring in your old jewelry, Steve & Julie will buy it and offer you the highest trade-in values of the year. It's the perfect time to upgrade to take something you're not wearing,
Right.
and turn it into something you'll never want to take off. They have interest-free financing for up to 5 years, so if you finance $5,000, it's only $83 a month. So make sure it's a gold and diamond source diamond located at 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater, just off 275. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone.
Love you give only at Golden Diamond Source.
You're listening to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig. Now, back to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig, a personal injury law firm.
Welcome back to the Sports Chicks. We are coming at you live today from the Wyndham Grand in Clearwater Beach. But let me tell you this, do you guys have any old broken laptops, desktop computers, printers, iPads, modems, and things you're not sure what to do with? Well, gather them up and take them down to our friends at Urban E-Recycling. They can handle your hard drive disposal and give you a certificate of data destruction. They have locations in Tampa, Orlando, and Sarasota, and there is no charge. It is absolutely free. So go to urbanerecycling.com for more information or call 888-992-0747. I'm going to tell you two to behave yourselves because we have a guest.
Wait, hold on. Don't forget. Everybody stick around. Don't leave at 2 because we're going to be on the Mike O show, a couple of us. We're going to stay over and hang with him here at the Wyndham till 4.
Only if you behave yourself.
Well, Corey Cardinal's off on some other beach or something. I got no idea. But we're going to do Mike right after this show. So let's go to our guest.
Hi, Mike. Well, right now we have John Minton, and he is from the Clearwater Yacht Club. And how are you doing today? You are so scared right now, aren't you?
Are you stressed?
No. He's terrified.
No, I'm not stressed. I'm great.
He doesn't even have his butt in the chair yet, and Beal's shoving a mint in his face.
I offered our guests a can of mints.
They're
going
to think that their breath stinks because he wasn't even sitting down yet, and you're shoving it in his face.
That's what he said. He said, I must have bad breath. That's what you made him think.
It was a courtesy.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's just weird.
Okay, so Clearwater Yacht Club. Let's go there right now.
Okay.
Let's put our ugly outfit on that I'm wearing.
Brenda.
And head over and see you. What's going to happen when we get there?
Well, whatever you'd like.
Yeah,
Whoa.
exactly. Okay, what's the
Hold
dock
on.
like? When we're pulling our large yacht up to see you? We're members, the whole deal. We'll find out how to be members here in a bit. But what's going to happen when we get off the yacht?
When you get off your yacht, you have a choice of things to do. We have a tiki bar that's extremely popular on the marina. That's where a lot of guests hang out, quite a lot. Then upstairs we have dining. So we have a great chef. We're very good food, and it's getting better every day.
What a great place to be, to have a yacht club in Clearwater,
Yes.
Florida. I mean, come on. Who has a better job than you?
Living a dream, buddy.
Honestly.
Well, actually, it's a volunteer job.
Is it really?
That's all right. That's okay.
Our club's run by its members. We have staff, but not a lot. The club's basically run by committees.
Wow.
So we have an entertainment committee, we have a long-term planning committee, we have a membership committee, finance committee, and on and on. So it runs like a business, but it's through committee and volunteers.
Nice. Now, everybody thinks yacht club of any city, wherever we're at. So when we go to your yacht club, is it going to be extremely, what kind of dough are we talking here, buddy? I mean, what are we going to do?
Why do you keep calling him Buddy?
Because he's a person, all right? Sweet man. So what's it running to join the Clearwater Yacht Club nowadays?
Well, I think it's the best deal in all of Florida, really.
Is there a sign-up fee?
Yes, there is.
Okay, what's that run?
Initiation fee is $6,000.
Okay.
And then our monthly dues, if you're a full member, is about $310, $320 a month.
Okay. And a lot of people can write that off. I mean, that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
Best
Yeah,
thing
they
to
can.
do.
Yeah,
Now, you allow kids in there?
of course.
Oh, I didn't know if we got crazy at 5 o'clock. I didn't know what was happening. What? What are you
People
looking-
with kids get crazy at 5 o'clock. Trust me.
They need
Well,
a drink.
The most exciting thing that's happening is we're building a brand new club.
Okay.
So just here in April of this year, the membership voted to go forward with a new club. The existing club's been there since 1970s. But we've been a club since 1911.
Whoa.
Wow.
So much of Clearwater history. Now, where is it located again? Where is it at? What's that?
830 South Bayway. It's kind of catty corner from the JW Marriott.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
On the next block. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the best kept secret in Clearwater Beach, but we don't want it to be the best kept secret.
Right.
We want people to come see us. And
So when will, since you're starting the upgrade, when does that take place, and will it be open while it's being upgraded?
Yes, that's a great question. So that was a big deal, to determine how we were going to do it. Were we going to take the club down for several years and then rebuild, or were we going to renovate, or just what we were going to do? Well, after 3 hurricanes and 3 floods and $600,000 worth of damage to our club, we had to do something because it was built in the 1970s. It was actually the sales center for the condos across the street. We bought it for $1 and moved it across.
Oh, there you go.
The club was only supposed to last about 10 years. And when they would build a new club, because this is the club that moved around in Clearwater for quite some time. This was their first site that they actually owned. So anyway, they bought this building, and obviously it lasted a lot longer than 10 years. Now it's 50.
Yeah.
And so the club's a lot of wear and tear on it, along with the damage we've gotten from the hurricanes. So we voted to go forward. So we've just hired an architect out of Sarasota, a DSDG. They built the Sarasota Yacht Club, the Bird Key Yacht Club, and they're doing renovations at the Field Club Yacht Club in Sarasota. So they're very, very experienced on the water. So our hope is that we'll put a shovel in the ground by April of next year. So when you talk about the best time to join is now,
Yeah.
because our initiation fees are very, very low compared to other clubs in the area and in the state of Florida. But once we put the shovel in the ground, we start building, those initiation fees are going to go up.
Okay. Right. So $6,000 now, and then the monthly is what?
The monthly is about $310, $320.
Okay. But it's great in this lifetime of what we're dealing with if you do have your kids and you're not stepping out for the night for a date at the at Clearwater Yacht Club. I want my kids safe. I'd like to have it locked up at the yacht club if you don't mind. I mean,
well, we're planning for that. We want a much younger population.
Yeah.
That's what we're after with the new club. So we hope to get a lot of kids and young families, and we're building for that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a lot of rooms that lend themselves to child care and baby care, whatever.
Oh wow.
And we also have youth sailing, and it's going to be a lot of fun coming up with those things.
Oh, good.
For the youth. So.
How long is it going to take to renovate?
Well, rebuild. It's not renovate.
Oh, excuse me, rebuild.
Now, I will tell you, we're going to keep the existing club until we're finished.
Okay.
It fits on the same property. So we're building the new club from the west end of the property to the east. And then what's left of the property is where the club exists now and the swimming pool. So that it'll stay there the whole time up until probably about 60 days before we move into the new club. And then it'll have to come down. But we hope to be in the new club when we're taking the old one down if everything works perfectly.
Right.
And then we'll pave that area for parking. So we're doubling the size of our building. We're doubling the size of our parking spaces. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be something that I think Clearwater is going to be really proud of.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be something that's going to be fantastic to see from the water and from the land. So we've got 84 outside water view dining. So
Wow.
And it's elevated. The first floor is up 15.6 feet off the ground.
Wow.
So that should protect us in the hurricane.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, because during the commercial when you were coming over, you're like, you guys have been talking about everybody but the Buccaneers. So
Yeah,
now is this
exactly.
actually a place you can watch the games and
Of
do all
course
that
it
too?
is.
Make
Of
sure that
course it is,
bunch
yes.
of TVs
We're
for the
Bucs
Bucs
fans.
games.
Yeah.
Yes.
And our team that's actually working on the design of the building, we're having a great time doing it. And TVs are going to be everywhere.
Okay,
you know?
that's what I was
Pool
wondering.
bar, inside bar, lots of rooms throughout the facility. So, yeah, the sporting events will be huge.
Oh, good.
It'll be a good time because growing up here since the 80s, we had that pack of 5 or 6 couples and, like you said, just had their first round of kids. And you want something to build with.
Right.
And that's what's been so fun being here 43 plus years. And you're like, okay, let's do the next round now. So Clearwater Yacht Club is perfect for that.
We want families. We want the generations to continue. And I heard you talking about Sheriff Coates.
Yes,
right?
love Sheriff Coates.
He is a long-term member of the Clearwater Yacht Club.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is, yeah.
He and his wife, Kat?
Absolutely. And Jay.
That's right.
Yep. So, no, they've been there a very long time. He's he's one of the best members.
Oh, my God. Love
most loyal.
Sheriff Coates. Oh,
Yeah.
he really is. His
Yeah.
loyalty. I was so sad when he left, when he had to retire, and he did such a great run for us.
Well, he's doing a great run for us because Jim has about every talent you can imagine.
He does. Yeah.
So, no, he's really good.
That's amazing.
So Clearwater Yacht Club, jump on, sign in, get your next era of Clearwater, which is the place to be, the Clearwater Yacht Club.
If you're into boating, sailing, and just want to hang out, it's a fantastic social club.
Well, because that's what most people think. Well, I don't have a yacht.
You don't need one.
You don't need a yacht.
No.
See, I was going to ask that, but I didn't want to sound stupid.
No, that's not stupid.
No, because with all the activities and with the dining and with everything they've got going on, it's actually way more than just you having a yacht and pulling
You'd
your
be
boat
surprised. We have a cruiser club, right? And we go all over the place. And we travel up and down Florida everywhere and down to Key West, the Bahamas, whatever. But a lot of our members that don't have a boat will actually drive to where we're going, get a hotel room just so they can stay with us and hang out with us.
But it's not like one of those places where you have a membership and you can take a boat out whenever you want.
No,
it's not like that.
It's not like the Freedom Boat Club.
Okay.
No. Our members own their own boats.
Okay.
Do you do weddings?
Absolutely.
Are you going to do that? That's going to be so good.
Listen, it's going to be the premier wedding spot in Florida.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
wow.
Because it will be on the second floor, which is going to be very elevated. You're going to see nothing but water.
Oh, wow.
And the building, as you can imagine, being on the water, we're going to do nothing but glass. So you're going to.
So people getting married right now, can they get with Clearwater Yacht Club and start planning? Or how far out can they plan? That's what we got to ask.
Well,
so you have someone that can help them, though.
Oh, yeah. But I'm hoping our members that are planning it are going to wait.
Yeah.
So they can get it in the new facility. That'll be a lot of fun. But, yeah, it's going to take anywhere from 14 to 18 months to build it. So if we're fortunate and we get a shovel in the ground by April, we'll open in the fall of 28.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, if someone's looking to get in now before you start that and get in at the $6,000 rate, then where do they contact you?
ClearwaterYachtClub.com, 830 South Bayway. Yeah. And, you can find the phone number relatively easy. But our membership director, his name's Lindsay Edwards.
Okay.
And she will help anybody that calls or call anybody back that leaves a message.
You better tell Sheriff Coates BL said hi.
Oh, that's exactly what he needs to do.
He's my boy. That's my guy.
My guess is he's listening.
Oh, I hope so. He's so funny. We used to bust chops. Real quick story. I opened a little furniture store in Largo one time, and for some reason there was something, I don't know. I don't think the fire code had walked through yet, and I was trying to open, but I had to play by the rules. Sheriff Coates sets up a bit, and he rolls up with the cop car and puts a different police officer in there, making me think I was arrested for not getting my fire extinguishers. That they were expired and that my tag was expired, and it wasn't. It was so funny. So he had these cops in on it, and the cherries were flashing on the car, and I pull up to my new business, and there they are. There's Clearwater Police, and he's like, "Oh, BL Sheriff Coates, just kidding." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" But he's a chop buster. He's a good dude. So he and his wife Kat do so much for the community.
Absolutely.
Thank you to you, John, too.
Thank you. They're very big in the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a charity that we support with Jim's leadership.
Yeah.
One of many, but that's a really big one and near and dear to his heart.
Do a little more name dropping for us. Who else is helping bring that Clearwater Yacht Club to the next level?
The next level. Name dropping?
Do you have Hoyt Hamilton and the Hamilton guys in there?
No, don't know them.
Why not?
I don't know them.
Oh, yes,
Why not?
you do
She's
know them.
interrogating the poor guy.
She is.
Yes.
She wants names, and if you don't want to give names, you don't have to.
Well, they just sold the four boys just sold the Palm Pavilion to Krabby's. So on the beach. So all the Hamilton boys, we got to get them in on
They
this.
sound like good members.
Oh,
we like to have them.
Bring them on over.
Well,
Bring
what
'em
other
to us.
charities do you do besides the Boys and Girls Club?
ARC, that's the local
I've heard of them.
yeah.
Yeah. They do. They're fantastic.
They handle children with disabilities, and they come. We put on a big event for them every year, and we have the Christmas parade. The Christmas boat parade will be December 12th this year.
Oh, that's amazing.
And the proceeds go to the Clearwater Sailing Club.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Down in San Key. So, and it's promised to be bigger and better than ever this year.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're looking really forward to it.
Well, thank you very much for coming and talking to us, and we're looking forward to seeing when the yacht club is finished.
John
and we can come out and hang out.
John Menton with us today. John, pleasure to
Thank
meet
you.
you. Sorry,
Thank you so much.
Sorry if I was a little too crazy. Am I allowed in the yacht club?
No. You need to change.
And thank you so much for the Wyndham for having us out here today. We are the Sports Chicks. I'm Heather.
And I'm BL.
Sports Radio Tina
And
signing off.
Stay tuned. We're going to go right over to the Mike O show
Yes.
right now. So give us 5.
You're listening to the Sports Chicks on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Floor and Robig.